Hey, what's up?
What's up, y'all? What is up?
Hey,
We got the man in the house, the man Junk Monkey in with the dopest shirt in the world. We had such a great conversation behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
yeah.
Uh, that's
I
why
thought
we're
we
late.
were already streaming while we were talking. I kept looking at my other screen. I'm like, why is my thing not working? I kept hitting the refresh button.
No, it always happens like that. Anyone who's been on the show, they'll tell you we have conversations before the conversation backstage, and that's why we're always late. We always come on, 5 to 7 minutes late because we start deep conversations before the show starts.
I should have realized it because I've done a lot of live shows over the last year or so, and I always got people in the back room, so to speak, at least 15 minutes early.
Yeah, it's just everyone used to it now. That's everybody's used to it. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you so much.
I'm out here in my messy eBay workshop garage area.
Hey,
That's
that's
where all the magic happens.
we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. I don't need a fix up perfect behind the scene. Nah, that's real work right there. I see real work. That's all I see back there.
Yeah, the lighting in here is terrible. I've got way more lighting in here, but if I turn it all on, it blares
Oh.
out it's a huge glare, and all you can see is like some of my face. So I have to turn half the lights off in here.
You be over there looking like a flashlight. That's I
Got
was
it
just
lit
telling. Me too. I have a whole bunch of more lighting, and I always struggle with the lighting every show. And I have like roll lights above here, and if I turn them on, it completely just washes me out.
Yeah.
So I'll be over here looking ashy.
Yeah, you be looking like light bright.
No, you still don't. You've been hating on light skin since '76, all right?
Whatever.
We
Did you say light bright?
Yes, light bright. We don't want him to fade away.
I had one of those in 1974 until my mom
just
took it away
sold
from me because I swallowed one of the little pegs.
Oh God. I just sold one of those things. They brought him back out, but I found
Yeah, I've run into a couple of the new ones.
yeah.
I think I comped them out, and I didn't see anything I liked.
They're not worth it. The newer ones aren't worth crap. But I found an old one. It was it looked like it was only played with like a couple of times. We find those things, and it was in somebody's garage under like a stack of books.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
I still remember that thing. You'd have to put a sheet of black paper over the front of it. It had like this mesh grill looking thing on it. And then you had all these different colored plastic pegs.
Yep.
And you'd make pictures by putting them in. You could get like the templates, and they would tell you it's like paint by color, but you'd be using little plastic pegs. I lost all the templates, and we would just get like black construction paper and make our own little designs and stuff.
Yep. Now we can afford the templates. We had one template that came with it, and so we made smiley faces all the time.
Smiley faces and stick figures and little cars.
That was it. Regina, what you drinking on over there?
Just some tea.
Some tea?
Mm-hmm.
You over there looking like Poindexter. You got the nice thick glasses on today. I just want to punch you in your forehead.
What?
That's Buddy Holly glasses.
I gotta see, Derek.
They are Buddy Holly glasses. Yes, they are. I like them.
Thank you.
I like them.
When I was in the Navy, we called those BC glasses.
The BCs?
Yeah.
Got them heavy duties on, them HDs.
All over the eyes.
My daughter just went to the eye doctor. My daughter's blind as God knows what. She's not blind. She's nearsighted. So
that's what I am. That's what I am.
had a doctor tell me at 40 that he never met a 40-year-old that didn't need glasses, and I still had 20/15 at the time.
Hmm.
Wow.
But it's been getting slowly worse, and I need to go back and get some regular glasses. These are cheaters.
Oh, you got them. You got them Dollar Trees.
No, the Dollar Trees, I break them too easy. So I get them Foster Grants.
Oh yeah. Those are Walgreens. You got the Walgreens.
Yeah, we got a place around here. It's called Buy Mart, and I get them there.
Okay. Yeah, you over there fancy with your Foster Grants. The Foster Grants.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you all. What happened? What happened, Regina?
Duncan's so stupid. Thompson, he see my password in the reflection of my glass.
My grandfather used to host a Friday night poker game on his closed-in back porch. And he was complaining about not having enough light on his side of the table. I said, well, Papa, I can put a mirror up there behind you to flash the light down on you. He bought it for about 10 seconds.
You're about to take all their money.
Right.
He's about to take all of it. Oh, let me pull up YouTube. I didn't have YouTube up. Guys and girls, if y'all haven't hit that thumbs up sign, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. We're here with Junk Monkey. Junk Monkey, what is your first name, sir?
Rob.
Rob?
Rob.
Right. See, that's
Robert
easy
Townsend.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Like the actor?
Well, director, but yeah.
Sure is.
And
Robert
that name has
Townsend.
caused me some pretty funny stories over the years.
I bet it have.
Robert Townsend. I remember watching him as a kid. You know,
Me too.
director now, actor before.
Yeah, in his early days.
5 Heartbeats.
Yes.
That was funny.
I used to
I'm
do a
gonna get you
lot of
stuff.
traveling, and I can't tell you how many times I've had late night knocks on my doors because somebody saw my name in the hotel registry and thought I was him.
Wow.
They're trying to come over to give you some good loving in the middle of the night.
If I would have had a way to get a reaction photo when I would open the door and there I would be standing.
They were disappointed. They're like, yeah, wait, Robert Townsend.
Yeah, 5'5", and I don't look nothing like him. And they're confused. They're like, do I got the right room? And
Goddamn Robert Townsend. I need to talk to somebody about this. This wastes my gas money.
yeah.
Hey, so
That's
shout out to
hilarious.
everybody. We're here. We're here. Rob Junk Monkey is in the house. Junk Monkey has a very particular category that I'm sure he's super knowledgeable in a whole bunch of stuff, but he's super knowledgeable in what do you sell, man? Like what kind of shop do you have?
Well, my forte is, and what I've made a living at for the last 36 years is antique, vintage, and luxury watches and pocket watches. I'm a fully trained and certified watchmaker, and I've made my living off of it for a lot of years. And that's what I actually started on eBay with 26 years ago now. Damn. But until about 4 years ago, I didn't know anything about reselling. I just run auctions. I'd gather up watches through the years. People would bring them in and sell them to me, or they'd find out how much it costs to get them repaired, and then they'd rather sell them to me than pay what it costs to get them repaired. And I would repair them and sell them on eBay auction to have a little extra money here and there, and then save the best of them until the end of the year so I'd have Christmas money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And about 4 years ago, I started doing a little bit of leather work, making my own leather watch bands. And just kind of went down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and it kept bringing me to these shoe repair things. And I'm like, I don't want to watch shoe repair. But one night I was kind of, I don't know, bored, and I watched one of these things, and it was some shoe repair set of twins in Georgia or someplace where they were talking about going out, getting these shoes, fixing them up, and selling them on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nobody buying no used shoes on eBay. I'm like, well, let me test this out. So I go to the thrift store right down the street from my watch shop, and I find a pair of Red Wing boots. They're like new. I'm like, well, let me try these. I paid $20 for them and took them home. Comps on them were like $100. I'm like, I don't need $100. I threw them on for 50 and they sold in an hour.
Wow.
Then next thing I know, YouTube, you know how they are. They're showing me all these different eBay things. And so I started watching a few of them. And I'm like, there ain't no way people's buying this stuff. Let me go to Goodwill, see if I can find some. I go find some of this stuff, printer ink and water filters, and the same thing that most people start out on. I go find this stuff, buy it, bring it home, throw it on eBay, and boom, it sells. Next thing I know, I'm actually making more money selling on eBay than I am working on Rolex watches.
Wow.
So, and I've just been going full, and very, very shortly after that, I mean, I'm just getting rolling on eBay, opening up a store, doing all the stuff that everybody on YouTube's telling me to do. That's when the pandemic hit, and we cut our shop hours way, way back. And to this day, we haven't reinstated our original hours. Also, during this time frame, the original owner sold the business to his apprentice, and that joker kept floating bad checks to me, paychecks.
Wow.
So every single paycheck for about 6 months he'd write me would bounce. Now he'd make good on them. I don't know where he was getting the money, but he'd make good on them. And but it got pretty bad there for a while. If it wasn't for eBay coming along exactly when it did, exactly how it did, I don't know that I would be still on my house.
Right. Man, ain't that, man, the universe works in mysterious ways.
It does. I was telling somebody earlier today, I don't know how I keep making the bill money every month, but I do. So it works out every month, and it's getting a little better too. Over the last couple of years, I've actually learned how to manage money better.
Right. That's awesome, man. Like I love hearing stories like that. I love how everything lines up, how it's supposed to line up, and what you just made yourself available to take it. See, that's the problem a lot of people run into. We're going to get to the chat here in a second. Say hi to everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out with us once again. We're here with Rob Junk Monkey chilling with us on this Wednesday Humpday Hangout. It's just a lot of people aren't ready to take what the universe is offering them at that moment, and they'll miss their opportunity to take it. And
I tell a lot of people, sometimes the answer to your prayers are right in front of your face. All you got to do is open your eyes. And get after. By the way, bless you. I heard you sneezing back there.
Me?
Was you sneezing? I heard somebody sneeze.
No,
that was my
bad. Oh,
she's going through menopause, going through this post-menopause.
Shut up! Didn't nobody ask you?
Look, that's free of charge. I'm just letting everybody know.
Just talking.
Look. Let's go to the chat. Let's say hi to some folks, and then we're going to get back to chopping it up with Junk Monkey Rob. We got Lisette in the house, of course. She says, happy hump day, beautiful people. Hello, amazing fam. Regina, Derek, and Rob. We got Hustlers. Hustlers is in the house. What's happening, homie?
What's up, Hustlers?
We got Melissa in the house. Hi, Melissa. Melissa making some dope, really nice sales. If you're not following
Melissa had her first live on Whatnot last week.
I heard. I'm sorry I missed it, Melissa. I'll be trying to get to these people, everybody's shows, and it's just
I think hard when you work.
I think Rob and Regina and everybody in chat, we all know we love and support each other as much as we can, as time permitted. And the real ones understand that you just can't make every show. You know what I'm saying?
They know that. They know your heart and stuff is there.
Yeah.
I follow so many people. Just before we started this, I don't know if you know who Jennifer Hayes is, but she's in a lot of the live shows, and she's going through a pretty bad tragedy right now. Now somebody, Glamour's Closet was having an auction to try and raise some money to help her. So I was over there hanging out before we started here. But yeah, there's a lot of us in the community, and it's got to the point where we all know that we can't keep up with everybody all the time.
Yeah.
You can't. So, I always say the real ones will understand that. Of course you have the people that be in their feelings and like, oh, they don't support me and blah, blah, blah. Like, shut
one
up.
video, they about to die.
Shut up.
We got lives too, we got stuff we got to do. I've been running a live show every Monday night for over a year. And then I had some family stuff come up about 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. And so I haven't been doing my lives. And, now the holiday season's on us, and this is the busiest time of the year for a reseller. So it may be January or a little later before I get back into doing shows.
Right.
And it's like you said, I can't keep up with everybody all the time, but I do my best. I watch a lot of people's content. Sometimes while I'm out here working, I'll put somebody on and I'll run over and hit the like button and drop a comment and go back to work. And but I'm probably following 70, 80 people.
Right.
There are not enough hours in the day to sit down and watch every single video that gets put out. It just, you can't do it.
You can't. It's impossible. You won't get done what you need to get done. And that's what was happening. Once people start realizing that's what was happening, it's pulling you away from making money. And you're sitting right here watching people videos, and that's great and fine and dandy, but we're in it to survive. We're in it to make money, to make good with our family. And if I'm watching your videos all the time, that ain't happening.
Right. But when you work for yourself, time is precious.
Yes, it is.
I got 2 jobs. I'm still a watchmaker. I'm part-time. Yes. I had made plans for the past year to retire on October the 1st of this year. Semi-retire. It's just going to move my repair bench here to the house and just work on a select few higher-end watches that I'm trained to work on. Mm-hmm. And then dedicate the rest of my time strictly to eBay and YouTube. Well, with the family stuff I got going on right now, my mother-in-law got ill. We had to go get her and bring her out here. And we didn't even know she was ill. She just wasn't feeling good, needed some help around her place before winter set in. We get out there, and she's got one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. Man. So, we had to come home and then turn around and go right back out and get her. And my life's been a little complicated lately, but I'm handling it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we got things going pretty smooth now. I just got to, my sales are up. Let's see, there it is. Right now, my sales are up 73.5%. So
look, shout out to you. And I would and it's just turning the dial. I was just talking with Lisette. She's been helping me with my Poshmark. I've been helping her with her eBay. My Poshmark sales are up. My eBay sales are stupidly up right now. I went into just G mode. Like I just shut everything off and just start going hard at eBay like I know I can. And my sales, I think my sales up like 60 something percent.
And yet you get on social media and everybody's talking about slow sales.
Man.
And I hate to say this because I know I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. But if you are on the Facebook groups looking for advice on how to run your eBay business,
you're already losing.
All you're going to do is get confusion because everybody's going to argue. You're going to have half the people trying to tell you right, the other half the people trying to tell you wrong, and then they're going to be arguing amongst themselves, and you're going to get left to the side.
Yep, you're already losing. Now, while you waiting for an answer, they out there making money.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's it.
Ain't nobody speak for me.
No, they can't.
My own time.
Yeah, you know your own situation. You know your own work habits. You know what you like to buy, what you don't like to buy. What you can really learn from is if you're going to watch some videos, look at what's selling. People share what they're selling all the time.
Exactly. One of the few pieces of advice that I handle is I'm like, don't watch their sourcing videos.
No.
Watch their what sold videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I go back and watch some of the old stuff by some of the pioneers of YouTube reselling channels.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the smaller ones too, like Tim Osborne to Thrift. You go back and watch some of his shipping videos and electronics videos, and that kind of stuff is like one of my top 3 sellers, all because I watched some of his videos.
And there's a video. There's people out there for everything. Like you said, small, large. I tend to like watching smaller resellers because I think their hustle is a little different, and their passion is a little different than the bigger ones. And
And I've
And you
watched
can
some people
learn.
from the time they were small to now they're really big. And now
Yes.
that they're really big, I don't really enjoy watching them anymore.
They change.
They
It is
do.
the
They,
YouTube
they,
fame.
they're still resellers, but they're more content creator than they are hustling reseller.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about reselling, you've been doing it for any length of time, you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, they hustling that algorithm.
Yeah.
Yes, they are trying to get there. And ain't nothing. Look, whatever works for them.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not down on them about it.
No,
if they're making their money, they're making their money.
Right.
And some of them, I still enjoy who and what they are. I still enjoy watching a little bit of them here and there, but I wouldn't go in there trying to learn how to be a reseller from them anymore.
Right. It's a different clientele for that, right? Now you got different people watching you because we watch you grow up with your grind and hustle, and we respected that. And now you switch it up to more of a show. It's a show now, and a lot of people like shows, and that's fine.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, show. That's fine.
You know who Tendo is, right?
Who?
There's a guy out there called Tendo. He started out in Phoenix, Arizona, and then he moved back home to somewhere in Kentucky, and he's kind of different. But he used to be in the bins all the time and show you the stuff you'd find in the bins. And he wasn't even really all that much into eBay. He just go into the bins a lot, and he'd do some eBay stuff. Then he moved back home to Kentucky, and he's tried to start a variety show. People are dressing up crazy, acting silly, and it's sort of like a new version of Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse or something.
Oh my God.
And it's like, yeah, that's not why I watch you. And now he's kind of he switched it up. It's no longer a variety show. Now it's his version of American Pickers. So it's like a reality show. And I don't know that took off for him. So his last 2 or 3 videos, he's right back to just going to the bins.
Yeah.
People got to try. Like I have no idea who these people are. Look, Rob, learn something real fast from me. I generally don't watch many people. A lot of people, I don't know who they are, and it's not saying they aren't good. It's just they don't cross my path, and I just truly don't know who they are. I honestly don't care to know who they are, to be honest with you, because they're not in my realm. I'm very tight realm, So
I do understand, man. I ran a Facebook group for 13 years, and it's still around. I actually just drug it out of mothballs. And it was the oldest and the biggest of its kind. And it had nothing to do with reselling. It was all rocks, gems, and minerals.
Okay.
If you go back into my early videos, it's all outdoor stuff, and a lot of it is about rocks, gems, and minerals, going out prospecting and whatnot. But I was a really big fish in a really small pond for a lot of time, a lot of things going on, a lot of people in and out. And I set it aside. Facebook became just so toxic to me 3.5, 4 years ago. I had to walk away from it.
Right.
And I'm out, and I didn't realize how badly it was affecting me until I got away from it.
Yeah.
And I've only recently got back into it over there, but nothing like I don't plan on getting back into it like I was back then. It's not going to control my life anymore. I got better things to do.
Right.
But
let's finish it. Look, Regina, we're legit gonna click through, say the name, and keep that's it. All right, we got Avery Home Decor in the house. Hello. We got
what's up, sis?
Dragon Value Home. What is up, Christopher? Nice to see you. We got Shay and Keith, LKL Graphics. What is going on to y'all? Good to see you as always. We got Thrifty Pia in the house. Hi, Pia. We got Christopher Nutter in the house. What is happening? We got Yoni Adams in the house. What is going on? We got Duncan in the house. Duncan said this show seems an hour late today.
Wow.
He needs 666 tips. We got My Reseller's Treasure, Brandy, in the house. The lady with the most beautiful smile in the world. We got Shar in the house. Beautiful Shar. We got the homie Adrian Williams in the house. What is going on? We got Lisa and the Coat Gems in the house. Hi, Lisa. We got Dana Beatty in the house. What is up? We got Connie C, my fellow Virgo, best friend of Regina Michelle, in the house. What's popping? We got Mountain State Pickers in the house. What is up, Jane? We got Card Hunting Guy Markets in the house. Markets, we got to get you back on the show. I think Lissette's going to reach out to you. We got Andy Meta in the house. What's happening? We got Angry Outer Comics at 40. You retain. They said your retina start to harden, causing you to need reading glasses. It's just a part of life. There
That's
you go.
true.
There you go. We got Cryptic Jasmine in the house. What's up, Jasmine? Nice to see you.
Up, Jasmine.
We got Connie Cricket Little Flowers, the beautiful Connie in the house. Hello, hello. Nita J. Nita. Hi, Nita. Nice to see you. We got my mom in the house. Hi, Mom.
What's up,
Nice
Miss
to see you.
Ross?
Melissa said, there's a lot of great comments here. Sorry for skipping over. We're just trying to catch up. So Cool Watches is something I know nothing about. Okay, back to photographing. Hey, glad to have you in the room, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Maybe we can talk about some watches before we end the show.
No, we will. We'll jump into it. We got Jules in the house. What's going on, Jules?
What's up, Lisa?
Let's see. We got Deborah Cavassa home. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Deborah. Why does that look like? I see that. I see the hearts. Why does that second one look like a hot dog?
That's a Band-Aid, ain't it?
I don't know. Is it a Band-Aid? I think it is a Band-Aid. It looks like a hot dog. Yeah.
It's a Band-Aid. I think it's a bow on the heart. It's a bow, like a ribbon.
Hey, Rob, why are you trying to get on the screen, man? Like
I'm trying to get these glasses ain't that strong. I gotta get close. That stuff's small.
My
foster parents ain't strong enough.
Shut up. No, it's not true. No matter what niche you're in, it's impossible to support everyone all the time. Real ones understand because they are just as busy as you. Thank you. Shout out to Callie Louise in the house. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Louise?
I need to call you this week, man. We got to catch up. I know everybody's busy. I got to catch up with you. That's Christopher Nutter saying hi to everybody. Moving on, we got Derek and Jasmine. ATL Flippers are in the MF house. What is going on? We got Diggle in the house. What's popping, Doc? Doc is in the house. We got Chakra Khan. What is going on?
What is up?
Hey, y'all. First live. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We got Cheryl Bayesian Jim in the house. What's going on, Cheryl?
What's up, Cheryl?
Cheryl is in the house. Did someone say hot dog? I know, Duncan. Fuck. I shouldn't have said it. Joshua said it's a Band-Aid or it's a Costco hot dog.
I was at Costco last night.
Did you get a hot dog?
It was too long for the hot dogs.
See, I haven't had a hot dog in a very long time, man. You know, the salt in the hot dogs. I salt in almost everything, but I know hot dogs are simply just a salt dog. So I gotta try to stay away from it. Every now and then it's fine, but I gotta try to stay away from it.
Yeah.
I love hot dogs, so I just like if I'm barbecuing hot dogs, like your main thing. I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat too. Rob, I know we was gonna talk about watching. You know how this damn show goes. I got a question for you. So if you barbecuing, I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat too. If you barbecuing, what's the three things that you gotta have like in your barbecue? Like if you're gonna bust it down and say, look, I'm just gonna do a quick barbecue. What are the three things you gotta have in your barbecue, Rob?
Hot dogs, burgers, and chicken wings.
Yes.
That's I don't like doing the thighs and legs on the grill because you're always scared you're not going to get them all the way cooked right down in the center. But a chicken wing, easy.
Yes.
Yeah, chicken wing, simple.
That's all I ever do, Rob.
Yeah, that's people in the chat too. I need to know. Like, give me your three staples. Yeah. Like if you're gonna do a barbecue, what's the three things you gotta have? Regina, what's yours? Is yours the same?
The same as Rob, but I add salmon.
Salmon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you fancy.
Delicious.
You fancy. I gotta.
Yeah, I like grilled salmon now, but that's not barbecue. That's grilled fish.
She fancy, Rob.
Yeah,
like,
I'm fancy.
She's bougie. She's real bougie.
That's what I have on my barbecue grill.
Mine. I gotta have hot dogs. I gotta have hamburgers, right? But I gotta have either macaroni salad or just baked beans, man. Like it don't no fancy
beans with some bacon on the top.
Oh my God, stop playing with me, Rob.
Mm-hmm. Put them in that ceramic thing your wife got in the kitchen.
Yeah,
put them on the back side of the grill till all the other stuff done.
Yeah. Come on. Look, Melissa said Polish sausage. Duncan said now wife 27 is rallying with the other wives for hot dogs.
bratwurst. Now I see somebody talking about brisket and ribs. That ain't no quick barbecue. That's when you up all night long doing that brisket. My family owned a barbecue joint in East Texas back in the 70s and early 80s, and I'm gonna tell you that I can throw some good barbecue down.
See, there you go. Steam it first, and then finish it on a barbecue grill.
Yeah.
Cryptic Judgment said, hot links, hamburgers, and if there is a budget for it, brisket. If not, hot dogs. Take that. Pineapple and look at Doc over here.
Doc is bougie.
Doc, if you don't sit your fancy ass down somewhere, man. She said, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken legs, hot me a steak off to the side. Okay. Okay. Love grilled salmon. Cali. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nopales, corn, and carne asada. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No idea what that is, Luis.
I love me some good carne asada.
Oh my
God! Some fresh cilantro and squeeze some lime on it, and throw it in a corn tortilla. Mm-hmm.
You know what carne asada is?
No, what is it?
It's like the real deal taco meat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you go to a real,
it ain't
no ground beef in a pan.
God damn it.
They ain't got no McCormick pack of spices dumped on it either.
Did you just say ground beef?
It ain't the ground beef, is it like taco beef?
No. No. You're being so disrespectful right now. Look, if you go to a real taco truck, a real one, and they have carne asada on that menu, that's the first thing you pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the first thing you picking is a carne asada tacos. And if they have the little what do you call those things that spin around, the big meat thing or the spin around?
Yeah, for the
that's what is that?
It's like a vertical rotisserie, and I can't remember what they call it. Luis, man, what is that?
That's gonna drive me crazy.
You oh man.
We have to put it in the chat.
There's a couple of different meats they cook on those. One of them is El Pastor. That's it.
El Pastor. Yeah. Oh my God. And you get the pineapple they cut off on the, and you got, oh my, I'm going to find one right now.
Taco trucks around here.
Well,
I just don't
out.
We got quite a few around here, but one of them decided the truck wasn't good enough, so they went and found a little brick and mortar. And when I'm out on my Monday mission doing my sourcing, I make sure that I take a little side trip and go over there and have some lunch with them.
So good. Yeah, I mean, it's just so good. Duncan said the three things: hot dogs, burgers, KFC.
Oh, KFC.
I might throw some bratwurst and some hot links on there too.
Diana said same as Rob. Melissa said, Regina, we be bougie together.
Right.
Lisette says salmon steaks, hot dogs, and turkey burgers. Okay, Lisette. Okay. Hey, how do you keep those turkey burgers from turning into hockey pucks? I need to know.
Mix a bunch of pork fat in with them.
See, now you're cheating. You cheating at that point, right? El Keith said brisket, ribs, and whole chicken. Oh, my man doing whole chickens. Yes, sir. Wow. Adrian says salmon, chicken, and burgers. Yes.
Okay, Adrian.
Deborah said baked beans, hot dogs, and veggie burgers for me. Okay. All right.
All right.
Jane said corn on the cob, baked. That's what I thought you was gonna say, Regina. Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob, baked beans, and cornbread. Yeah, those are our sides. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. I'm sure they're talking about a different hot dog, Duncan.
That's the wives.
That's so odd. They definitely talking about it.
That's for dessert, ain't it?
They definitely talking about it.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Cheryl, look, I think we agreed 3 weeks ago, Cheryl, that you can't mention anything about food until we get them damn fish cakes.
Cheryl, he don't hold you to them fish cakes.
She said jerk Jersey chicken and shrimp. Come on now.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Shout out to Roman. Anytime Picker is in the house. What's going on, Roman?
Hey, Roman.
What's up, Roman?
Nice to see you, Roman. Chicken wing sausage with the sweet and sour sauce and them. Oh my god. I'm barbecuing this weekend. Fuck it.
Y'all making me hungry.
I'm barbecuing this weekend. I'm gonna make a quick clip about it too. I'm gonna barbecue this. I gotta dust that thing off.
I got a brisket in the freezer right behind me. I might have to bring that rascal out and thaw him out.
Man, look, guys and girls, look, we talk about barbecue. If y'all barbecuing this weekend, I need y'all to make sure y'all post a clip. Look, this is a challenge. Post a clip this weekend and put hashtag Humpday Hangout.
Yeah.
Hashtag Humpday Hangout this weekend. If you barbecuing, I want to see what you got because I know fuck it. I'm barbecuing this weekend. I'm done. Y'all did it. San Diego throws down for some carne asado. Yes. Texas too. Texas is good too, but San Diego knows how to do it better. He said no.
You know I'm from Texas, right?
Are you from Texas? Yes.
I'm from East Texas, right on the Louisiana border. So I got all the great Mexican food. I got all the Tex-Mex. I mean, I've got all the Cajun and Creole, all right there in one area.
Dude,
and the seafood out of the Gulf.
I would be 900 pounds living over there. 900.
What's up, Marcus?
Marcus in the MF house. Chakra Khan said grilled flank steak. Yes, flank steak is a slept-on piece of meat. If you do it right, it is so delicious.
Not anymore. Have you seen the prices on flank steak lately?
I have not. Is it bad?
Man,
is it bad?
A flank steak costs as much as a porterhouse anymore.
Oh my god.
Dog.
This is they just.
I won't be getting that.
Stewed chicken. My grandma used to use this marinade for steaks and Budweiser. Yeah. I remember the Budweiser. Yes. Let's see. Al Pastor. That's it. Al Pastor is the shit. I love it. Derek, Regina's from Alabama. She doesn't know about real barbecue.
Whatever. We got real barbecue here, Derek.
Oh man, shots fired. You don't know nothing about no real barbecue. Shots fired. Duncan said wife 16
barbecue.
Wife 16 is looking for my hot dog. Oh my, see, got Duncan, good night. Oh,
anybody from the Carolinas talk about that low boil?
Yeah. From the Carolinas, that's a chocolate cover.
They do what they call a low boil. That's where they go down on the beach and they cook everything, seafood and stuff right on the beach, and or an oyster roast too out of Georgia. They do the oyster roast over there.
And that sounds so good right now. Are there any Puerto Ricans in Alabama, Regina?
Yeah.
She said like 2.
The only Puerto Rican I know though is Lisette.
What's your favorite Puerto Rican dish? Mine is arroz con pollo.
I don't have none. I don't know any.
I grew up eating it, didn't know what it was called. I just called it chicken and rice.
Yeah, there was this rice dish. Yeah, there's this rice dish that I had one time. I don't know the name of it, but it was good as shit. I know that much. Oh my god. Jasmine said, anyone ever seen Badlands Chugs? Since someone mentioned baked beans, I can't hear baked beans without thinking about Badlands Chugs trying to chug a boot of baked beans with the bomb hot sauce.
Oh, the bomb. Oh.
That is torture.
Whoever developed that hot sauce, if he's smart, he changed his name and went into hiding. That stuff is terrible. And I like hot, spicy stuff. That stuff is just nasty.
It tastes like kerosene. There's nothing good about it. I will be making grilled shrimp. Yes. Roman, look, anyone, please. If y'all gonna barbecue this weekend, if the weather permits, hashtag, throw a picture up on Instagram and just hashtag Humpday Hangout. I would love to see it.
Yes.
All right, look, there's a question for you. Can you put us to the side, Regina, and pull Rob up on the screen? This is just, since you're so particular in this niche that you sell in, not niche, I'm not going to say niche, this category, watches. Like, a lot of people aren't familiar with watches. A lot of people scared to sell watches because there's a lot of fakes floating around out there.
There are a lot of fakes.
So
there.
Duncan said 3 tips on what watches to sell on eBay from Drunken Monkey.
I could be. I got some apple juice right here. At least that's what I'll say it is. No, it's not so much about which watches you should sell. It's more about which watches you should not sell.
Okay.
And I have to be careful because a lot of people, I've given this advice before, and then people will go out there, go against my advice, find the very watches that I tell them not to buy. They'll buy them and sell them on eBay, make a profit, and then they think I don't know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where you get away with it until you don't.
Gotcha.
But in general, now my forte is the old stuff, the vintage and the antique and the luxury stuff like Rolex and Omega. But even amongst that stuff, there's stuff you really shouldn't mess with. And the number one thing you don't want to mess with because you just can't make any money off of them are the antique ladies' watches, the little tiny watches. There's nobody out there collecting them. There's no money to be made in them. Now, the other thing, I don't mess with the modern fashion watches at all, like the Gucci watches, the Fendi watches, that kind of stuff. If they're into the fashion world, but on the clothing side, their watches are junk. Don't give them a second glance. Can you pick them up and sell them for a profit? Probably, but you can also pick them up. They end up being fake, and you get your account dinged. They're really not worth it. Even the ones that aren't fake, they're not going to make that much money. They've flooded the market with those stupid things.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and last but not least, the great big monster clock on your wrist Invicta style watches.
Oh God, those.
There is not a watchmaker on the planet that'll tell you those are nice watches. Don't buy them. Don't resell them. They fall apart faster than you can fix them. They look like big, strong watches, but they're made of the cheapest junk, and they fall apart if you look at them wrong.
Oh.
And you sell one of those things to somebody, and they pay $200-300 for it, and it falls apart on them first time they wear it. You're getting a negative feedback. Stay away from that kind of stuff. The rest of it, I'm on Instagram. If you're out and about and you find a watch and you think it might have some value, take a picture of it, shoot it to me on Instagram at Junk Monkey 541, I think it is. I mean, see, make sure, but or somebody can drop my link in the chat. But
Lisette, I already did.
There we go. There I am on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram before you spend your money. I'll tell you if it's worth anything. So it's one of those things where you can get burned real easy.
There you go.
I've been doing this for 36 years, and I am currently wearing the biggest mistake I ever made in my career.
And what is that?
That is a Rolex from 1958. It's a real Rolex. And I paid about 5 times too much for it. On the dial, it says Tiffany & Co. on it. It's a real Rolex. I never thought to make sure the dial was real. Somebody added Tiffany & Co. to the dial, and it wasn't Tiffany & Co.
Oh.
Without that Tiffany & Co., this model of watch is worth about $1,200 to $1,800. I paid $2,000 for it and then spent another $3,000 fixing it up, thinking I was going to get $10,000 for it.
Oh, man.
So now I've got $3,000 tied up into a watch that's only worth $1,800. So even though I'm an expert on it, and I've been doing it a very long time, even I still make mistakes.
Right.
And if you're not out there making mistakes, though, it's hard to climb up to the top of the mountain without making some kind of a mistake. If you haven't made a mistake, you're nowhere near the top of the mountain.
Right. Right. Very, very true. Shout out to, where's Connie? Connie Crickler Flowers. Have a good night. Love you. Keep getting better. Keep doing your art out there. Love seeing your posts. It makes me happy. Movado. What's your thoughts on Movado? I love Movados. I have a couple of Movados. I just like the sleek look of them. I just like the sleek look.
They're very good looking watches, but they're what we call mid-level mall brands.
Okay.
The vast majority. Now there are some higher end Movados out there, and the really old Movados are really good. But the vast majority of the Movados in the market today are mall brands. they're a little better grade or quality than the fashion watches,
right?
But not by much.
Let me read some of these comments really fast. Oh my God, I wouldn't trust myself with it, but if you are good with a book, okay, she's talking to Cheryl.
How do you
I have
know
a
if
Michael. I've sold Michael Kors watches, even the parts. Yeah, people like the brand names. That's the thing.
yeah,
People like brand names.
Michael Kors watches is another. That's a fashion watch. He doesn't make the watch. He has them made in China by the same people that are making all the knockoffs and cheap stuff.
Yeah,
and they just put Michael Kors' name on it. They're not very good watches.
people,
Derek was asking, or at ATL Flippers, Derek or his lovely wife, they were asking about how I know if a Rolex is fake or not. I have had to stop myself because I can spot a fake one from across the room.
What's one of the telltale signs?
The weight of a watch. Items of quality have a weight, a feel, a heft to them that counterfeits just don't. They have a look to them. A real chunk of gold looks completely different than something that's gold plated with the corners wearing off.
Gotcha. Yeah.
A real sapphire crystal on a Rolex doesn't look like a piece of cheap glass or plastic.
Right.
It's one of those things. The best advice I can give you is go to a Rolex dealer, handle a few of them, put them in your hand, try them on, feel them, and then go to your nearest department store, go in there and handle some of the watches they got. And you'll be able to, if it says Rolex and it don't feel like the one you saw in the Rolex dealership and it feels more like the one you handled in the department store, you pretty much bet it's fake. And there's one big myth. They say if a Rolex ticks instead of sweeps, they say those are fake. That's not true. Rolex made a model called the Oyster Quartz that ticked. So if it ticks, that doesn't mean it's fake. 9 times out of 10 it will be, but there are some genuine Rolexes out there that do tick.
Andy said he got that Stolex.
Yeah. We call them Folex.
I had a homie growing. No, it wasn't really a homie. It was a family friend growing up. And when I was in high school, well, when I just graduated high school, met a family friend, and he always used to go to Oakland, the Bay Area, San Francisco, and go to the docks and pick up all these fake watches. And so I had me a few fake Rolexes and stuff like that. They looked nice. I knew they were fake, but they looked nice. And as a 19, 20-year-old, you got this fake Rolex with the nice sweeping motion. It was nice, it felt good. But I knew they were fake.
Yeah. And just because it has the sweep motion doesn't mean it's real.
Right.
Because all modern mechanical automatic wind watches has that sweep motion.
Okay.
There's a little wheel in there that oscillates back and forth. It's called the balance wheel. And the old watches that did tick as a mechanical, they beat at 18,800 beats per hour, whereas the modern watches, they beat at 28,800 beats per hour. So they're running faster. They're not actually sweeping. They're just, instead of doing 1 tick, they're doing 8 ticks in a second. So it just gives it the appearance of sweeping.
Gotcha. What brand of watches do you sell?
Being in the vintage stuff, of course, I sell Rolex. I sell a handful of those every year, and Omega. But the old American-made watches are some of my favorites. Bulova, Elgin, Hamilton, Illinois, Waltham.
I got my wife I don't remember where I got it from. I think it was an auction. But she got this nice Bulova watch. Oh my God, it's beautiful, beautiful skeleton looking like watch, and it's a beautiful thing. It's still sitting in there. She wears it when we go out randomly. It's just such a beautiful watch.
Yeah. And the modern watches and stuff, we live in a throwaway society, whereas 50, 60, 70 years ago, we had things, people would tell you things like, keep your watch and your wallet dry. Keep your watch and your powder. Take care of your stuff. We don't teach our young people to take care of their stuff anymore. Right. Buy the cheapest thing you can get away with. When it breaks, throw it away, go buy another one. And the old stuff, the old watches, there's so many of them still around because for the last 100 years, people took care of them. But you get one of these kids that came up in this throwaway society and they've never had to take care of something. They put it on and they try to treat it like one of those cheap pieces of junk. And in 6 months, they demolish it.
Yeah.
So,
what's your in your collection? What's your favorite pieces that you got?
my favorite is a 1907 pocket watch, Elgin, that I inherited from my great grandfather, and it's what started me on my watchmaking journey to be a watchmaker. I got it as a young man just before I went into the Navy. I was stationed in San Diego, where I fell in love with real tacos. And I'm going all over one of the biggest cities I'd ever been in my life, and nobody there could work on it. They all wanted to box it up and ship it off somewhere. I'm like, no, you're not shipping my grandfather's watch off anywhere.
Right.
And then it dawned on me one day, the United States Navy trusts me to work on multi-million-dollar ships, and I should be able to fix a 100-year-old watch. Now, I didn't start on his watch, but I'd go out to the swap meets and the resale shops and yard sales and what else, and I'd find cheap watches, broken watches, and I'd started tinkering on them. And then one day I actually diagnosed and repaired one, and I've been at it ever since. And then about 24 years ago, I landed an apprenticeship, a 5-year apprenticeship under a master Rolex watchmaker.
Oh.
And he really polished me up.
Wow. So what's the hold on, let me see if there's any comments here.
Hublot.
Lisette said,
what's wrong with you?
Shout out to
Hublot.
Hublot. Shout out to my primo Callie Louise for looking GQ in his profile picture, doing this thing with his health. Keep killing it. That was from Lisette to
Great
Louise.
job, Louise.
Keep doing your thing, man. Yes, sir. As far as the watches go, what is the most expensive watch you've ever worked on?
There's a brand of watch out there. It's one of the oldest brands of watches ever in existence, and it's called Patek Philippe.
Okay.
And they make Rolex look like Timex.
Wow.
That's how high class they are, and I've worked on quite a few of those in my day. It's Patek, and then Philippe, spelled Philip with an E on the end of it.
Yeah.
But you get a chance, look those rascals up. The most expensive watch that's ever been sold, I think, was a Patek Philippe. They had watches 100 years ago that is, it'd take $1 million to own a new version of one.
Wow.
Literally $1 million, if not more.
Derek said, thank you for your service. Also, Deborah said, thank you for your service. What are your thoughts on Richard Mille?
Richard Mille.
Yeah.
They're very, very popular, especially amongst the Hollywood elite and celebrity elite watch collectors. They're nice watches, but I think the hype and the price on them is entirely too high.
You think it's pushed by the popularity of like the celebrities?
Yeah, like I said, they're very popular amongst celebrities. But you look at some of the best celebrity watch collectors like John Mayer and who's the orange-haired kid from England, musician. Can never Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are true watch aficionados, and they're not wearing Richard Milles. They're wearing Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks. They're wearing vintage sports Rolexes. They're wearing modern Rolex Daytonas and things along that nature. And some of the handmade watches coming out of England. So they don't follow the fashion. They set fashion, and then everybody else can't afford what they've got. So they go to the next best thing, which is Richard Mille.
Andy said Carrot Top. No, it's not getting Carrot
No,
Top.
Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
Derek said, "Dang, one of these Patek Philippe watches are selling for 800,000."
Yeah, and that's nowhere near as expensive as they can get.
God,
That's a lot of money. I need to find that.
God,
I've never found one, but I've worked on quite a few of them.
that
Wow.
is wow.
That's a
So,
lot.
what does it take to become a? So you're what is the correct term? Because I don't want to say the wrong term. Are you like a master watch tech? What is the term? What?
I do not. Nobody has ever issued me a certificate that said master watchmaker on it.
Okay.
But I have held the position of master watchmaker at several well-to-do jewelry stores.
Wow. That's a
Personally, I wouldn't call myself a master watchmaker, but I am a master craftsman, I would say.
I thought you was about
Yeah,
to say
true
something else.
master. I've only ever had one apprentice who actually went on to become a genuine watchmaker, and that's only been recently. All the rest of them quit. I'm
You
not
feel
a
like it's a skill that's kind of
military
falling.
guy. I'm not a teacher. I'm an instructor,
Got you.
and it's I don't know. There's the gap between my generation and the new kids coming up is just, I guess, too big, and I just don't connect with them very well. So,
Well, and they're sensitive. Let's just call it what they are. They're little bitches. That's what they are.
all right.
and
No,
last.
there's I tried to teach it instead of instruct it, but and I'm also a bench jeweler. I can cut diamonds and set diamonds and gemstones, and in fact, mine and my wife's wedding bands, I did everything from mine the gold out of the ground to make the rings.
See, you know what? I don't even want my wife or nobody to hear that. This man is an overachiever. Like this man and dug up the gold, melted it down, molded it,
Yeah.
cut the diamonds. Man, get out of here. He over here making us look bad, fellas.
Listen, the people like me in the watch and jewelry industry who are on the service side of the house, we're not. Everybody thinks we're rich or wealthy or well-to-do, and it's in general that's not true. We don't make a whole lot of money. For us, it's the type of job that we love, and it's the only release for what we have in our heads and through our hands is to work on that stuff. There's no other job like it in the world, but we just don't get paid to do it. Not very well.
Right. Man, this is interesting. Like this is so like Regina is so interesting. I
It
found
is.
myself in a rabbit hole at night watching these videos of just old masters of just something, right? Whether it be cooking or like karate or like the other night I was watching, I forget what it's over in like China or something like that. He has the oldest hamburger stand in China, and he's like 90 some years old. Has been doing it a long time, and he's just out there whipping out these hamburgers, and them shits look good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would legit go over there just to get that hamburger, but he's been doing that same hamburger for like 70 years. Like it's been a long time, and it's tucked over out in like the wilderness somewhere, and people go. They know he's been there forever, and he's still got a hunch in his back, just old as hell, just still out there just whipping that hamburger.
Burgers, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like it makes me feel so good. Like I generally look at this stuff and it gives me a good feeling inside to see how people feel, how they're so passionate about something.
Yeah. Well, from the late 70s all through the 80s and 90s, they shut down all the crafts, we don't have plumbers, electricians. We don't have craftsmen anymore. Everybody got told that you need to go to college and you need to get a white collar job. Everybody went to college, got these white collar degrees, and there ain't no jobs. And now we don't have anybody to do the work that needs to be done.
They don't teach it in school no more. They took it out. I think
I was the last person in my school to take auto mechanics, and they shut the program down. You got kids out there right now don't even know how to put water in a radiator.
That's so sad.
Or change.
I was at I was at In-N-Out, right? I was going to work. I was hungry. I went to In-N-Out, and I was sitting there waiting for my food. And then my old teacher walked in from high school. This is my freshman, sophomore year teacher. Walks in with his wife. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. Like we know who each other is, but it's been so long. I haven't seen him since high school. So he sits down with his wife. I'm like, I know that's Mr. Castile. I know it's Mr. Castile. So I get my food as I'm leaving. I walk up to him. I was like, excuse me, Mr. Castile? He looks, you wouldn't think they have all these students that they've had over all the years, and you wouldn't think they'll remember your name. But he was like, Derek? I was like, yeah.
Made some kind of an impression.
I did.
Remembered you, Derek.
Look, go back. Look, don't come in here.
What happened that made him remember you?
Don't come back in here with that nonsense. No, but like he was my construction technology teacher, right? He was teaching us about how to build frames and put windows in and shit like that in high school. And I remember it was one of the funnest classes I've ever had. He was one of the coolest teachers I've ever had in life. And like just for him to remember me, and I remember him, and just remember being in that class as well, because we don't have that shit no more. We don't have those technology classes, or like he said, the driver's ed and the so many other skilled classes that they just took. Auto mechanic class, they just took it away.
Yeah.
It's wonder why. It's so crazy.
Our crafts industry, our craftsman type industries, plumbers, masons, carpenters, mechanics. If you want to be a mechanic, you can't start in junior high or high school anymore. You got to go to trade school for that.
Yeah.
So these schools are getting these grown men, 18, 19, 20-year-olds who don't know how to change a tire or change oil, and they're having to teach them from scratch, and then they have to do it within 2 years so they can get them out into the workforce.
Yeah.
Whereas in my day, if we'd have had auto mechanic trade schools right out of high school, we'd have been in there. We'd have been, we'd have took the place over.
Yeah. Forget you, Derek. Ain't nobody got time for your shit. He said, Derek, your teachers are still alive. Weren't you in school during the 50s?
Derek is right. He's right. ATL.
I'm getting to that age. I'm not sure how many of mine are still alive.
Right. Like it is culinary arts class too. Yeah. They used to have the cooking class, the home ec classes. I love that. I love the home ec classes. They don't want people
to
to
take 1 semester of home ec, food and nutrition.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like when someone operates in their God-given gift. May seem small, but makes an impact on so many people. Yes, you're so right. So right, Miss O'Shea. So right. Look, guys, we're at that point. We got to get you back on the show. We didn't talk about shit. We talked about something, but we didn't, as we always do. But we learned just as a little bit of time. We learned quite a bit. I don't know why it's been so long since we had you on the show, but it is an absolute pleasure having you on the show. It is you. There are certain people, Regina, like you can go and put us back on the three screen, Regina. There are certain people that come on the show, and we say this all the time. Some people we get on the show, and we're like, yeah, they ain't never coming back. Yeah. And then there's certain people that come on that has just an instant feel, an instant vibe, an instant natural. Just it's hard to explain.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole
5
vibe.
years ago, I probably would have been one of those people. I've relaxed so much in the last 3, 4, 5 years. I was so uptight back in the day. I don't know. I guess I just got older and just got over it. It's like, look, man, you can either stay mad all the time, or you just let that stuff go.
I know that's great.
But yeah, it's been a whole vibe, man. It's been an excellent show, whole vibe on the show. I highly appreciate it. We definitely got to get you scheduled back on, Lisette, if we can try to get that worked out.
Anytime. And Lisette, thank you. Without you, tonight
Yes,
wouldn't
thank
have
you.
happened.
Right.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Lisette.
I got to
It's
get
so
my live
helpful.
show back up and again going again. I got to get Lisette on there, and you guys open invitation anytime you want to come. As soon as I get my show rolling again. So
Just let us know.
oh
Let us
yeah,
know. Let's get to this fourth quarter. Let's rock this fourth quarter and make this money, and then we can figure all that out after the fourth quarter, man. Because
yeah,
it's go time. It is go
okay.
time for everybody. Go time for everybody. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat again. We appreciate you all. We're gonna go around the room here. Rob, give us something to sign out on the show with.
Hey, I just learned this not long ago. If you're on eBay, go to your seller hub, go to your traffic, download your listing quality report. It'll tell you exactly what you got to do to get them views and them sales. Stop going to the Facebook groups. You're just going to get confused.
Listing quality report.
Yep, just like that. It is. And the listing quality report tells you a whole bunch of information. You heard Steve talk about it on the show. Me and Steve was talking about that. It tells you where you ranked in certain categories as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's just interesting to see kind of how you're performing on eBay. You would
Yeah,
never think you would
it'll
never
give you
think you
suggestions on what you need to do to improve too. Add
yes,
more
a lot
pictures, fill out more um,
details.
details, and
Yeah.
up your promoted ad rate.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh all I have for it is just well, we'll stick on that same thing. As you mentioned earlier in the show, you go across eBay and a lot of people complaining about not making money, not making sales, not making money, not making sales. It's slow. It's this slow, that so, this slow, that so, that so, this so. And at the same time, they haven't improved what they doing. They not listing more. They haven't changed nothing up. They just expect the machine to work for them. No, it's all about what you input into the machine, and then it'll work for you. So you got to change up what you're doing. Stop, spend less time complaining and more time figuring out what you can do to make it better. A lot of people say just list more. It's not just about listing more. It's listing better quality product. Maybe you got a bunch of shitty products. Don't nobody want
I
that shit.
never understood why people think having 5,000 listings was a sign of success.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. If you have 5,000 listings and it kind of stays around that same mark and you haven't picked up your listing or anything like that, you got a bunch of shitty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go from 5,000 to 6,000 listings in like a week or 2 weeks and it kind of stays around the same, man, you ain't selling. You got a bunch of crap. You ain't listening. You ain't selling. You got
Get off
5,000
them
items listed.
DVDs.
Yeah, I'm saying you got 5,000 items listed and 100 sold. Come on, stop playing.
Yeah.
You playing with yourself. Y'all talking about these numbers. Look, just list good quality stuff. Do your research. Do your research on the sell-through rates. Please source better. As Melissa said. Just do your research.
That's right.
Do your damn research. See your sell-through rates. Just go get it, man. It's out there. It's out there. You can make a massive impact on your January and February right now. So you're not behind in bills. This is the perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it. Get a little bit more picky on what you're picking up. Higher quality items, higher ticket points, and go get it.
That
Shit, y'all got,
ASP up. Hey,
yeah.
and the tax man is right around the corner.
Yes, yeah.
It ain't how much money you make, it's how much you keep. And he's gonna come for his cut.
Duncan said he want to list my hat. Stay away from my hat, Duncan. Damn it. Regina, what you got for us there?
I just want to thank y'all so much for all the love and support. And thank you, Rob, so much for coming on.
It's been my pleasure.
Yes, and I'm just gonna quote what Miss Lachey said. My sign off is mind your business. No one knows how to make your business successful but you. Spend more time doing you. So I concur.
And just like that, it's done. Look, shout out to Rob again, Junk Monkey. If you're not following him, all this information is below. Let's set and drop this link in the chat. Regina, you got any whatnot shows coming up?
I have one. I'm gonna start trying to come on at 5 a.m. in the morning, just so I can build the following and get myself out there. I'm just trying to do new things so I can feel like a winner.
Hey, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel like that.
So I can, get some sales and stuff. So, but the Mark, the show that I've been marketing is going to be on the 18th.
Okay. So make sure
18th
y'all
at 8:30.
Make sure y'all following Regina on Whatnot and any other platform she jumps on and tries to do auction. She does auction on all these damn websites. I don't know what the hell she's doing. She all over the place. So she's out there figuring it out. Every channel I turn on, Regina on there is selling stuff. So I like it. I like where your head is at. I appreciate your hustle. I like where your head is at. You know, I won't be at that 5 a.m. when I tell you that goddamn right.
I am not a morning person, and I have embraced that.
I won't be at that one, but you feel me?
There's Rachel. Rachel killing it on Whatnot. What's up, Rachel?
What's up, Rachel? How you doing? What's up? Hey, and yeah, that's it, man. You guys have a good rest of the week. Kill the rest of the week. Happy hump day to you. You guys be safe out there. I'm out. We out. See y'all later.
Good night, everyone. Be blessed.
Peace.